really unsure about what's going on with Excel this morning.
I'm
He's
sorry.
being very weird. But you know what time it is. Time for trending topics. And this morning, we're going to keep talking about the thing that we've been talking about all week. President Trump, he's back at it again. FBI director fired. What?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. Other way around.
Yeah.
President Trump fired FBI director on Tuesday. He fired James Comey, abruptly terminating the top official leading a criminal investigation into whether Mr. Trump's advisors colluded with the Russian government to steer the outcome of the 2016 presidential election. The stunning development in Mr. Trump's presidency raised the specter of political interference by a sitting president into an existing investigation by the nation's leading law enforcement agency. Mind you, he's been investigating him. And anyway, it immediately ignited Democratic calls for a special counsel to lead the Russia inquiry. This said Mr. Trump, but I think we're supposed to call him President Trump. President Trump explained the firing by citing Mr. Comey's handling of the investigation into Hillary Clinton's use of a private email server, even though the president was widely seen to have benefited politically from that inquiry and had once praised Mr. Comey. Yes, we did see that footage. Praised him for his guts in pursuit of Mrs. Clinton during the campaign. However, in a letter Mr. Comey released to reporters by the White House, the president betrayed his focus on the continuing inquiry to Russia and his aides. More to read, and it says, while I greatly appreciate you informing me on the 3 separate occasions that I am not under investigation, I nevertheless concur with the judgment of the Department of Justice that you are not able to effectively lead the Bureau, he said in the letter to Mr. Comey. Hey, right after that though, he came on CNN and said that he was going to fire Comey anyway. So whatever his advisors had told him, he just decided that he was gonna fire him.
Have you ever watched The Godfather?
Oh yeah, man.
Oh yeah. That's like a scene from The Godfather.
Look here, don't insult The Godfather.
No, I'm not insulting The Godfather. And it's just like a scene. This man does what he feels.
He really does.
But
it's
interestingly,
becoming a dictatorship. Do you not realize that the United States of America is becoming a dictatorship? If someone is in power who can't be told anything, who can't be advised anything, whose only way is his way or the highway, it's a dictatorship.
But interestingly though, if you look at the people he's fired, I think 3 people, but 3 top officials. Sally Yates was one. These are people who are investigating him.
No.
That
he
should
said
raise
he's
eyebrows.
not being investigated.
No, he is.
Him said.
I guess he lives in a world.
Exactly.
Yeah, he lives in his own
has
world.
His own world that he's living in.
I mean, I don't blame him. He's like a big kid with a, you have kids and them have toys.
Yeah, but
and America is his
somebody
toy.
like that running
their country?
It's not just their country.
Yeah.
He's the leader of the free world. He's the leader of the most powerful country in the entire world. That's what y'all did. Give yourselves a hand.
That's still. I think for Trump, and I think back to previous presidents like Nixon, and I used to read a lot about them. Trump is Nixon.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was told that, and then I went and looked it up because I didn't
Nixon
know much about Richard Nixon. I went and then I looked it up. But how long you think they're going to take? Let's take a bet. How long you think it's going to take before them impeach you?
Give him 2 years.
2 years? Oh my gosh,
if he hasn't been impeached yet for all the things he's done before, what's stopping him?
Yeah. Okay. Let's see how long it takes.
Yeah. Okay. So cops probe young sister's death, and this is a very, very sad topic. Investigations are continuing into the circumstances surrounding the death of sisters 5-year-old Rosrick Deviana King and 4-year-old Rosrika Devrika King. The toddlers were pronounced dead on arrival at the Bustamante Children's Hospital last Saturday morning. Though the police believe there was foul play based on doctors' reports and a preliminary examination, an autopsy is to be conducted to determine the actual cause of death. Investigators also questioned their brother, a high school student. According to the police, the children's mother, Roseden Hewitt, left them in the care of her 15-year-old son and went to Ocho Rios on a business trip. The police said that at about 6:45 a.m. on Saturday, Hewitt was contacted in Ocho Rios by her son, who told her that his sisters were motionless and bleeding from their nostrils and mouths. The toddlers were rushed to the hospital by an aunt. They were pronounced dead shortly after 7 a.m. And according to police, the lips, palms, and their hands, also feet, appeared to be blue in color, and what appeared to have been urine was seen in their clothing. Investigators believe the girls were strangled. And it was tough for me to read that because I have 2 sisters. two sisters that I love dearly. And it's hard to even imagine putting my hands on my sisters unless I'm hugging them.
Yeah, well, we are not exactly sure what happened in the situation. After the investigation, I'm sure they'll come to some kind of conclusion and tell us. But we've all been drawing our own conclusions from this story and what we've seen. My question to you is the mother going to be charged for negligence? Because a 15-year-old is not an adult and is not capable of, by law, is not capable of taking care of or being responsible for, because he's still a minor.
Yeah.
So she left two younger minors in the care of an older minor.
And I think even with that, it's I don't know. You want to say the mom should have been more responsible, but
you can't, because in this day and age, that's what happens. You
exactly.
know, you leave somebody. I mean, me can't do it, but you don't want to make her feel worse. I mean, she's already lost two children.
2 children, and then the possibility.
3. You know, 3. So our condolences for the whole thing, but it's just sad, and we don't know where this is gonna go.
Yeah.
So we'll keep you informed. As much as we know, you'll know. Wow.
It's tough.
All right, let's try and lift it up from there.
Yeah.
It's the eve of Mother's Day, so let's get excited about it.
Yeah, man. It's tough though.
Come, no, Dwayne, come. We can't do that. Come, we've got to lift it back up.
All right.
That was trending topics for today.
Let us know what you think. Give us your views on our social media pages. As always, we look forward to hearing what you have to say.